Born in the mountains of Morn, Greasus Goldtooth is known by many names. Trade Lord, Tribe Stealer, Drake Crush, Gate Crasher, Horde Master, but most notable of all is Goldtooth the shockingly obese. Greasus was one of the many whelps sired by the infamous Goth tyrant of the Goldtooth tribe, and like his brothers, Greasus grew up to become strong and fat. However, unlike his brothers, Greasus was an ogre who could out-eat any of his race, indeed any 5 of his kind. In time, this made him the biggest and fattest of them all. But, just as his greed knew no limits, so did his desire for wealth and power. So much so that he killed and ate his own father, assuming the tyranthood of his tribe for himself. Yet Greasus's rampant success never diminished his greed or his all-consuming desire to conquer everything in his midst. But Greasus was not just a brutal warrior, he was bright and cunning. As a master of bribery, the Ogre tyrant, as he came to be known, used his considerable wealth as a way to inspire greed and confusion amongst his enemies. And when the opportunity presented itself, Greasus also proved to be a shrewd diplomat. The new tyrant sent envoys east to Grand Cathay and established trade agreements, which proved far more profitable than the raids of previous Goldtooth tyrants. Not only did this move placate potential enemies in the east, it allowed him to focus on his ambitions within the Ogre kingdoms. In due time, one kingdom after the next fell under Greasus's leadership. And so did his enemies, most notably greenskin warlord Urk Ironskull, who was crushed to death, armor and all, in Greasus's bare hands. "Today the orcs, tomorrow the world, let them all tremble," he's known to have said. Still, even the mightiest can fall, and Greasus Goldtooth was no exception. Ogres had always been independently minded and prone to spur-of-the-moment reversals. Not surprisingly, it wasn't long before talk of rebellion began both from outside and within the ogre tribes. Those out of immediate reach of Greasus especially forgot their oaths at the first signs of improved opportunities for themselves. And his enemies schemed, sensing the power shift. In the end, Greasus's fate was no less than he deserved. His skull was smashed asunder with his own scepter at the hands of Grimgor Ironhide, considered one of the greatest orc war bosses and greenskin warlords to have ever lived. Some say Greasus grew too bold, or that he sought to consume too much. Greasus was a monster of appetite and ambition, but he was also a unifier and a legend. He is a testament to the raw, brutal nature of the Warhammer world, and an example of how a colossal triumph can end in an equally colossal fall.